Welcome to the Primary Chess channel. This is the first in a series of videos teaching you how to play chess. Chess is a game that will reward players who think clearly and battle to the end. A game of chess is a battle between two armies, a white army and a black army. In this video, I'm going to show you around the chessboard and teach you how to set up the pieces ready to start a game. A chessboard is a grid of squares with 8 rows and 8 columns. That's 64 squares in total. The squares are coloured alternately. It doesn't matter what colours the squares are, we always call them the black and white squares, or sometimes the dark and light squares. The columns are called files. Each file is labelled with a letter from A to H. And the rows are called ranks. Each rank is labelled with a number from 1 to 8. There's no special name for the diagonals, they're just called diagonals. The squares on each diagonal are always the same colour. As each rank and file are labelled, each square has a name. The highlighted square is on the D file, but it is also on the third rank, so we call this square D3. This highlighted square is on the G file, but it is also on the 8th rank, so we call this square G8. OK, before we get the pieces out, there's one last thing. We need to get the board the right way round. The square on your bottom right, that's H1, must be a white square. Great, let's meet the pieces. We're going to put the white pieces on ranks 1 and 2, and the black pieces on ranks 7 and 8. First, the rook. The rook looks like a castle tower. In fact, some people call it a castle, but you won't make that mistake, will you? Each player has 2 rooks, and they go in the corners. Next to the rooks go the knights. The knights look like horses. Some people call them horses, but proper chess players call them knights, because in a battle, a horse has a knight sitting on it. Each player has 2 knights. As I said, they go next to the rooks. Next to the knights go the bishops. The bishops have a groove near the top, a bit like a bishop's hat. Each player has 2 bishops. As I said, they go next to the knights. In the middle go the king and queen. But which way round? Well, this is what you must remember. The queen goes on her own colour square, the white queen on a white square, and the black queen on a black square. And the kings go next to them. In front of them all go the pawns. No, not the prawns, I said pawns. That's better. Each player has 8 pawns. And that's it. Our chessboard is set up and ready for a game. In the next video, I will teach you how each piece is allowed to move.